Okay, let's unpack this whole topic of expressing your feelings effectively, particularly in English, right?
Right. It's something a lot of people find tricky.
Yeah, I mean, we all know how vital good communication is. But think about those times, maybe in a job interview or just, daily chats at work, when saying, I'm happy or I feel stressed just feels, well, a bit flat.
It doesn't quite capture it, does it?
Hmm.
Those basic words are fine, sure, but they often lack the depth needed to really connect or show what you're actually experiencing.
And that perception matters. It affects how confident you seem, how well you build trust.
Absolutely. So what we want to do today is give you something practical. We've looked into this and pulled out 5 key English phrases. Think of them as tools to help you express feelings with a bit more, let's say, nuance and honesty.
Helping you speak more from the heart, essentially, but still professionally.
Exactly. It's not just about sounding fancy. It's about adding real meaning, articulating things in a way that actually connects with people.
Okay, let's get straight into it then. First up, we have I felt really overwhelmed, but I managed to.
Hmm, a really useful one. You might say something like, during my first week at the company, I felt really overwhelmed, but I managed to stay focused and finish the project on time. Something like that.
Overwhelmed. We all recognize that feeling, right? Just too much going on, work, pressure, emotions, everything hitting at once. So, what makes this phrase work so well?
Well, it's the structure, isn't it? Starting with, I felt really overwhelmed. That shows honesty. You're acknowledging a difficulty.
Okay. Vulnerability, almost.
A little, yeah. But then the crucial bit, but I managed to. That immediately shifts the focus. It highlights your resilience, how you handle things.
Ah, right. So it's great for those interview questions like, tell me about a challenging experience, or maybe, how do you deal with stress?
Perfect for those. Gives you a ready-made structure. Acknowledge the feeling, then showcase the positive action.
And it's interesting, admitting you felt stressed isn't seen as a weakness, necessarily.
Not usually, no. In many professional contexts these days, it actually points towards emotional intelligence. Shows you're self-aware. Employers often value that.
Hmm. And how you say it matters, too, I imagine. Like a steady voice, maybe a slight pause just before the, but I managed to.
Precisely.
Yeah.
That little pause can really emphasize the overcoming part. It balances the initial vulnerability with clear strength, makes it more impactful.
Okay, good tip. Let's move to phrase number 2. I'm genuinely excited about.
Oh, I like this one. It adds real energy. For example, I'm genuinely excited about the chance to work on creative campaigns. It's something I've always wanted to do.
Yeah, you can instantly hear that's much stronger than just saying, I'm happy about it. Genuinely excited feels more real, invested.
That's the key word, genuinely. It conveys authentic enthusiasm, real passion, but still sounds professional. Great for interviews, obviously, but also presentations, maybe even emails.
Definitely. Answering, why do you want this job? Or what are you looking forward to? Starting with, I'm genuinely excited about, just sets a fantastic positive tone.
And you could even use it when asking questions yourself, right? Like, I'm genuinely excited to learn more about your team culture. Could you tell me more? It shows you're not just going through the motions, you're truly engaged.
Good point. So the tip here must be about delivery.
Absolutely. Match your tone to the words. If you say genuinely excited, try to actually sound excited. A bit more energy, maybe a slight smile comes through in your voice. It helps sell the feeling.
Makes sense. You want the listener to feel that excitement too. Okay, number 3. I really appreciate.
Simple, but powerful. An example. I really appreciate how supportive the team has been during the onboarding process.
Yeah, this feels like a workhorse phrase for professional politeness. It's definitely a step up from a quick thanks, isn't it?
It is. Appreciate signals a deeper level of recognition, of valuing someone's input or effort. It's a bit more formal than thank you, perhaps, but still warm.
So when's the best time to use this?
Ideal for acknowledging effort, thanking someone properly in a business setting, responding to help or support. You could use it after an interview, talking about former colleagues, definitely in follow-up emails.
And for the confidence tip, maybe saying it a bit slower, letting the words sink in.
Exactly. Slowing down slightly lets the gratitude land. It feels more considered, more sincere. And eye contact, if possible, even on video calls, adds another layer of sincerity. Shows you mean it.
Right, connecting personally. Okay, let's shift gears a bit. Phrase number 4. I struggled with, but it helped me grow.
Ah, yes, the growth narrative. Example. I struggled with public speaking at first, but it helped me grow and become a more confident communicator.
This one feels really smart for handling tricky questions. It's honest about a difficulty I struggled with, but immediately flips it to a positive. It helped me grow. Shows development.
It's incredibly useful for those "tell me about a weakness" or "describe a professional challenge" questions in interviews. The key is that balance we talked about. Acknowledge the struggle, yes, but pivot quickly to the learning, the positive outcome.
It shows maturity, self-awareness. You're not pretending to be perfect. You're showing you learn from experience.
Precisely. And the confidence angle here. Don't apologize too much for the struggle. State it clearly, factually. Then really lean into the help me grow part. Frame it as a positive journey, proof of your resilience and commitment to getting better.
Makes the story inspiring rather than just admitting a flaw. Okay, and our final phrase, number 5. I take pride in.
A great way to talk about strengths positively. For instance, I take pride in being someone others can rely on, especially during tight deadlines.
I like that. It lets you state a strength reliability. In this case, without sounding like you're bragging, it connects pride to a specific value or action.
Exactly. It's professional, but it also has a nice touch of humble confidence. It's a strong way to talk about your values, your work ethic, or maybe conclude a story about teamwork where you played a key part.
Good for answering, tell me about yourself, or what are your strengths? Maybe even wrapping up a why should we hire you answer.
Definitely works well in those spots. It's a positive, assertive way to highlight what you value in yourself professionally.
And the tip for saying it confidently, maybe just owning it.
Yeah, and maybe a slight, genuine smile can help. It signals that this is something you genuinely feel good about. Remember, it's okay to feel proud of your skills and contributions. As long as it's authentic and tied to real experience, it comes across well.
So just to recap quickly, our 5 phrases are, I felt really overwhelmed, but I managed to. I'm genuinely excited about. I really appreciate. I struggled with, but it helped me grow, and I take pride in.
And using these isn't just about sounding better. It's really about fostering, deeper connections and projecting that sense of authentic self-assurance.
Yeah, don't be afraid to share an appropriate feeling, even in professional places like interviews. We've seen it's often a strength, not a weakness. These phrases help you connect, not just impress on a surface level.
So the practical takeaway for you listening, maybe pick 1 or 2 of these phrases that resonate. Try using them. Record yourself answering some common interview questions, perhaps.
Or practice with a friend. A quick mock interview. You'd be surprised how practicing like that can really sharpen your word choice, your tone, your confidence.
Absolutely. It's
Yeah.
about building that muscle, integrating these ways of expressing yourself so they feel natural. You're not just learning lines, you're finding better ways to share who you are and what you've experienced.
So go on, try them out. Speak clearly, speak honestly, and speak from the heart. You can absolutely do this.